Alright, so today we're going to be working on my 2014 GT500. It does have a few minor imperfections when I first got the car. It's not perfect. I mean, there are some things that I don't like about it so much. I like the car in general, but there are some things that are wrong with it. So for example, what we're going to be doing today is going to be a paint correction on this hood. When I first got the car, this is how it was. I guess the previous owner just didn't maintain the car that well. You can mainly tell like right up here where all these like little marks are right here. Like especially this one right here. I don't know, it's like looks like acid or something from like a bug or But I guess he just didn't maintain it well, and I never got around to it. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. Like I said, there are more imperfections to this car. Not any major ones, but stuff that can be a lot better. For example, over here, I want to be getting around to this as well. You can't really tell, but when I first also got this car, you can also tell there's spots on this car that could be fixed up with paint correction, but there's like chips right around the edge right here that I want to end up working on as well. But that's going to be for another video. As well as inside the car, I want to be able to take all this stuff apart. If you see right here where the boot is at of the shifter, there's a hole in here. So we're going to be taking this apart and putting a new one of these, but that's going to be in another future video for sure. As I was explaining, we're going to go ahead and get this paint correction done. Hopefully by the end of the video, all this stuff that you see right here on camera won't be there anymore. It'll be nice and clean. I'm going to focus more on this side than that side of the hood, because it's not as bad as this side, but we definitely will be hitting this side as well. It's not as perfect as much as I would like it, but I feel like where we should be paying attention to detail should be on the other side for sure. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We need that 2000 sand grid paper to start off the beginning. A lot of people use different stuff. At other body shops. It's just, at the end of the day, like I said, it's personal preference as long as it gets the work done. So I'm gonna start off with 2000 first. Alright, so we want to go ahead and clean our surface, because when we do start sanding down, we don't want to have like those little particles or that dust or anything that's on there to go ahead and actually scratch the paint more underneath of the clear. So just go ahead and start wiping it down, getting it clean with some water. So I'm gonna dry it out. Usually you can see the 2000 did its work. Obviously we still got a little bit more to go right here. Probably a little bit more on the edges. But right now I'm about to go get masking tape, and I want to go ahead and tape this side of the decal so I don't ruin it. So I want to go ahead and dry off the area of where water's at. I'll also probably be taping around these fenders, because obviously I don't want to get anywhere in the fenders, because that would just be more extra work, unnecessary work. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go ahead and dry it off right now, and I'm gonna go get masking tape. Alright, so we're just gonna start putting the tape on so that we do have, so we don't mess up the actual decal. And I do regret not putting this on before I started sanding, because since it's already a little bit, the surface is a little bit wet, it's gonna be a little bit harder for it to stick onto. You guys see that we finished with the 2000 sand grid of sanding it down. We're gonna go ahead and move to a process with 3000 sand grid, so we can go ahead and remove all these 2000 sand scratches, or at least try to minimize the 2000 sand scratches with the orbital sander and the 3000 sandpaper or sand pad, whichever one you prefer. Alright, so we got the 3000 all set and done. Normally it don't really take a whole lot of sanding as like the 2000 does. One, because it's when you're sanding with 2000s, because you know you're doing it by hand and stuff like that. We'll redo this right now. You're doing it by hand, and 3000 it just has to be a little bit, since it's like really fine. And jump from 2000 to 3000 isn't that, you know, like kind of big of a jump in sand grid, so it's just a little bit. Doesn't take too much time. And now it's just, I feel like I'm saying time so much, but now it's time to go ahead and jump into the fun and start doing the buffing and seeing how it turns out. Pad to go ahead and get the polisher done. It'll leave that nice sleek finish so it can look all nice and clean. Man, bro, I'm struggling out here.
Slacking, bro.
Alright, we're good. Alright, so we just got done buffing or doing the paint correction on this part of the hood. We actually didn't have enough time to go ahead and do that other half of the hood because we were on limited time. But at least for what we were focusing on today, what we did say at the beginning of the video, our whole entire purpose was to remove those marks that you saw in the beginning of the video that you first watched, and to remove those and just try to leave it as smooth as possible. That we could have left it, and you know, this is the finishing product. We started off sanding it down with 2000, then we went down to a 3000 sand grid and stuff like that, and then we just started using our compound, our polisher, and then we just wax it at the end. And this is the finishing product. So that was it for our paint correction on the side of the hood. If you guys liked it, stay tuned. You know, we're going to be doing a lot more stuff to this car, especially, you know, small little imperfections, small little details that this car has left to do, you know what I mean? And especially we're probably going to start, you know, adding thicker tires to this thing and, you know, slowly modding it up slowly but surely. And yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, like the video if you like it. If not, it's cool as well, you know what I mean?